Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here in South Africa for round 2 of Formula V Season 7. We're at the Palomino circuit with 22 drivers on the grid ready to go at this stunning track. And whilst it's known for its big crashes, it certainly does have some amazing racing. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for round 2. As I've already said, we're loading into the lobby now for the formation lap here at Palomino. We'll switch over shortly, and that is your qualifying results on the screen there, all ready to go. Tootsie's on pole with a fast lap of a 1:15.355. It was a stunning lap with Pancho just behind him, and we are ready to get started. The weather's going to be nice and dry today, nice and sunny. We'll start calling out the drivers now, and then we will switch over to a driver perspective for the start of this race. I'm joined here by Iceflake in commentary for today. So hopefully we should see a good race, Iceflake. What do you think? Is it going to be a good one?
I think it will be chaotic into turn 1, of course, because it's many seasons we have seen there are crashes there. So I think it will be an interesting race.
Definitely, you're not wrong there. Yeah, as we've seen in previous seasons, there is a lot of crashes into turn 1 because for those of you that don't know, it's a hairpin. So it's a bit of an interesting one that you don't see very often. But apart from that turn 1 of lap 1, we see some pretty great stuff, and I hope you stay with us to see some amazing racing today. We've got 20 drivers ready and eager as ever. So hopefully we get some action recorded for you. So yeah, that is the drivers on the formation lap as we speak. You can just have a look around and go. I'll go through qualifying actually. So as I've said, Tusis and Pancho P1, P2 in third position on that third podium place. We've got Robert in P4 behind him, Spike, and then Bruder. P6 is MM for Audi, and then P7 is Acid behind with a 1:15.9 for Red Bull. Just behind Haas, R7M, a very, very fast driver, but sometimes does have some reliability issues. You'd think he'd be at Ferrari by now for that. Just behind him, Skillmax in the Aston Martin, a very quick driver who's won both the F3 and F2 championship. You got to watch out for him, as well as Fancy behind him in the Haas. Haas, one of the strongest teams, who got P2, P3 at the end of last race at round 1 in Rome. So very, very dangerous combo. We've also got Victor in P11 in Ferrari with Raza P12, Flicky P13, Stevie P14, Max P15, Bean Warder OG in 16, Spikes 17th, Spooky in 18th, and Mr. Fish, our final driver on the grid, back in P19. We had one penalty from qualifying of 0.5 seconds for Fancy for something that happened in qualifying. But apart from that, we're all clean and ready to go. Jay-Jak, if you want to switch over now, and we'll see the drivers getting ready on the grid. Iceflake, prediction time. How do you think it's going to work? Who's ending it where?
Well, Tusi's back again on pole. Maybe he will win for another time because we have seen he won Rome last time out as well. So maybe he can win here.
Yeah, we'll see. There's some very, very skilled drivers on the grid at the moment, and that front three is dangerous, very dangerous to say the least. Actually, we might still be calling out drivers onto the track, so I don't know if you can see my stream yet. Jay-Jak, you'll just have to communicate that with me. But looks like we're just ordering out the grid. We've got a few people in the wrong places. They've got to be careful there. They'll wreck their tyres if they're not careful. Zanny's pointed out Skillmax. He's won the Constructors' Championships, but not the Driver Championships. That's MM7 in P6 that won those, just ahead. Old teammates, but we saw them battling it out last week as well. Looks like we're just ordering the grid at the moment. Have you raced at Palomino, Iceflake?
No, I haven't. So I think it will be an interesting race.
Green flag. Okay, we got green flags. Okay, thank you, gentlemen, for all your patience. That was weird. And here we go. We got our green flags.
Right, we've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights here at Palomino Bay. It's lights out and away we go. Into turn 1, we're on board with Spike and P4 in the Alfa Romeo. going slightly. He's keeping it clean. Further back, we've got some chaos there. We've got 1 or 2 cars into the wall. Everyone else has kept going. I don't know if we're safety car free for now. We've got a lot of congestion further back. 3 wide, 4 wide with the Hassas, the Astons, the Alfa Romeos. We'll stay up front for now, but we will switch back shortly. As we're keeping it clean ahead, Tootsies is getting a gap. Oh, we've got multiple cars off there. I don't know if we're still going or if we do have a safety car. I think we look like we're racing for now, are we? I think we are. Let's switch over. Let's go further back. Beanwad, I know he was near the back. Yeah, he's just in the middle of it now, the Ferrari driver. As we go through Sector 2, Iceflake, you want to take over?
Yeah, we saw Flicky got taken out by 2 other cars there, if I'm right, so...
Oh, that is unfortunate. God, we got a send there by the Alpine who goes wide, contact with the Ferrari. The Ferrari makes it right past. Beautiful move from Beanward, and it looks like we've got action straight ahead as well. Is that Razor Racer? Let me find him. But yeah, let's have a see. Oh, we've got a bit of lag here. We're back to normal. So we're on board with the Mercedes of Razor Racer behind Aston Martin as we come towards the end of this first lap. We are currently safety car free, with most cars still with the grid. We've got a lot of battles going on, and it's no different here in just outside the top 10. No, we're at the top 10 in 9th currently. Let's see how things go. Yeah, so apart from Flicky, did you see anything else up in Iceflake, or we were all fine?
I've seen just a little taps into turn 1, of course, which was expected, but for the rest it was all clean. So it's good racing for now.
I'm surprised, yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining, but let's go further forward there. Who's that Ferrari?
Effie Sam's going wide there.
Oh yeah, we do have... Yeah, so Kurz is enabled this lap, so people starting to move around. Stevie just further behind, like we said. Spooky Scary, let's see where he's end up. Oh, looks like Spooky was one in the crash here. He's right at the back of the grid now.
That's another collision there. Going into the hairpin.
Big crash, big crash. We got a safety car.
He's backwards
we
on track.
have a safety car. That is no surprise. We need to see what happened there.
That's
We've still got cars off.
Steffi.
Robert, let's find Robert. Oh my god.
Both off on the straights.
We've still... Robert has had to respawn. 2 drivers have. Oh my god. We'll switch over to the safety car now of Skittles, who's waiting for the leaders here in Sector 1. My god, I don't know what happened there.
And now Tuzi's will lose his big lead he already had. That's unfortunate for him, of course.
Jesus, yeah, that's unfortunate to say the least. Tuzi's, yeah, still got P1 for now. Safety car is collecting the grid, and we are slowing everyone down. I have just realised I'm leaking everyone's IPs, and I need Pefs to sort that out, so that's a slight problem.
The top 3 really put a gap, didn't they?
Yeah. Jay-Jak, any idea with 2 take 1? I'm currently leaking IPs. Slight issue. I don't know if you're currently directing stuff. Yeah, menu is down, everyone's laughing in chat at that one, like we said, we're just getting everything sorted, but they won't be too mad, it's just an IP, nothing much. We've got, so order at the front has stayed pretty similar. McLaren of 2Cs in P1, Pancho in P2 in the Red Bull, and Spike in P3, so not much movement at all there. They've actually, yeah, kept around the same spot for now. I thought that could have been, yeah, a lot worse, but it looks like it was further back in the grid there. Everyone is forming together now. Presumably we are going to have safety car +1, we just need the race director to confirm. I mean, I'm surprised we made it this many laps without safety car, but we'll have to see how many we have, Iceflake.
Yeah, it only lasted for 3 laps, but the start was really clean though.
It was. Like, it lasted a decent amount of time. I'm trying to figure... Right. Yeah, so I do have a problem with these IPs and how not to show them. I swear Pefs always does, so I don't know what the issue is there. But, you know, everyone's friendly in chat, we should be fine. I'll just switch over quickly. We'll switch over to Acid, a Red Bull OG, been here for years and still driving to this day. He's in P5 now, his teammates further forward in P2. And I presume we'll have the safety car confirmed soon enough if they are going in. Safety car is in this lap, that has been confirmed. So yeah, safety car will go in and we'll go back to racing.
There's a collision with Mr. Fisher and Robert behind the safety car.
That's a Gizmo. I mean, no offense, Mr. Fish, but it was sort of his classic move back in the day. So you know, is what it is. So yeah, we will have safety car in this lap. Curse will be enabled a lap after. Gal Creator, I know, but there's not much I can do right now. All right, it's a slight issue, but you know, we'll be fine. I just need to get to Pefs to speak about that. So yeah, safety car in, and we'll switch. Should we switch to the front? Let's go to the front. Let's go to Spike, who's near enough the front at the moment. So he's currently P3 at the moment. We got to see how Tusi's is with his start here, because you got to bear in mind Tusi's a mouse driver. Any thoughts on that, Iceflake?
I think Tusi's will remain the lead. That's what I think. But
yeah,
you
definitely.
never know
And
what
it looks
can
like
happen.
he's gone. Yeah, safety car is into the pits, and the McLaren's gone, followed by Pancho.
Tusi's away well.
Yeah, decent gap for now. And we do have green flags. Let's go further back if possible. Let's look at Bruder in the Aston Martin, who's just around the front. Is he going to go for a ascent? He doesn't. He takes the wide line for now. Everyone
But there's a little bit of contact there in the hairpin.
Yeah, we got McLaren
Oh,
off there.
Spooky off.
Hooked.
Spooky off.
To the back of the grid. I don't know if you guys saw that there, but oh my lord. Yeah, Iceflake, if you just shout when you see something, I'll try to switch over to perspective as fast as possible. And for those of you asking about Beam Ward, currently P11 at the moment. So it's going well for now.
There are 2 cars wide.
Further back. Who's that?
Looks like Snipes didn't took the checkpoint there. That's very unfortunate.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to respawn, and that is gonna be a right pain. MM7 leading this pack of 4 or 5 cars now with the Ferrari, the Alpine, and is that the Alpha Tauri behind, or is it the Audi actually?
Tusi's already with a big lead.
Oh yeah, he has got a right lead there. Yeah, further back, MM7 is escaping those 4 there, but I doubt it will be for long. We'll have to see, but those guys could slow each other down. It's going to be interesting. Who are we wanting to look for? Stop spectating NPCs, says Jimbo. Where is Maxaloni? Let's have a look. Where is Maxaloni?
He's at the back. He's fighting.
Oh, he's got some contact.
He pushes.
Yeah, Flicky off wide there. Did you get a better angle of that than me, Iceflake there?
Yeah, I've seen that. Flicky's already been very unlucky this race. He's already had 3 collisions so far.
Yeah, and he goes for the send though. He uses his curves into turn 1, into that hairpin, and takes a position back from Max Cloney. But it will mean that Max has more curves into this first sector, and he does use it to catch up now. But Flicky, a very experienced driver, a driver's champion in fact. It's not going to be an easy one to fight against him. And that's a car. Oh, off track there.
That's Robert.
Was that self-induced? Was someone else there? More contact as well as that other Alpine tries to go for overtaking his teammate here, and Max speeds back up to Flicky. But we've got cars going wide at the back. Robert is off track. He is retired. Oh, that's an early retirement and a half. So it looks like it will be some mechanical failures there for the Williams driver, who will be the first and hopefully only retirement of this race. But we'll have to see. Let us know in the chat, who else are we looking at? Yeah, 100% his fault, says Zanny, to those crashes. Maxaloni, a beast apparently, but he's lost Flicky, so we'll have to see.
Spooky and Mr. Fish fighting for a position here.
Let's have a look. Further forward, yeah, the McLaren making some contact, going for it.
Okay. Contact.
Okay, that could be a penalty there, potentially, or at least a reprimand. He goes back for the overtake and takes a position back there. Mr. Fish and Spooky still going at it. 2 very aggressive drivers. I don't know whether you knew Mr. Fish back in the day, but he definitely liked to get his front wing in there.
Yeah,
and we can see that
catching
again.
up Spike. They are battling for P3. And Fancy does overtake Spike indeed.
Yeah, just give us a shout whenever you see that. Yeah, so just at the front, they're neck and neck now. The Alfa Romeo and the Haas going side by side. Bit of a confusing livery because they do have similar. Oh, yes, where's Spike at the moment? Still P3. But yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Alfa Romeo and Haas do have very similar liveries, so bear that in mind. If you look, they've both got the red top, but it's a black inside for the Haas and white for the Alfa Romeo. Just watch out for that. And that is Fancy using the curves on the tunnel straight to get straight past there. And he is past for now, but I doubt it will be for long because Spike is right behind him. It's an okay line from Fancy. Yeah. Sorry, I keep cutting you off there. Just keep talking.
Yeah.
I'll cut you off.
Don't worry.
Yes, so that is into turn 1 now. The front are really close together, and
Spike is still on his tail. Oh, there's Acid coming on Spike. He's got to watch out for him.
yeah, no, they need to be careful here because slowing each other down is only going to cause more problems. And we can see the opposite of that with the leaders, Tootsies and Pancho, have at least a second of clean air and no problems in the world. They're completely fine. Let's go back to Spike there, real quick. Where is he? There he is.
In the P4.
There he is. Yeah,
Acid is catching up.
he's right behind him now. Yeah, him and the Aston Martin. So it looks like his priority is going to have to switch from the Haas onto Acid for now. Not a usual combination for Acid and Spike. It's not something you see often.
Oh, Skill Max and the Haas fighting. Whoa, that's really close. Going into the tunnel now.
Yeah, just behind there. They're side by side at the moment. They're still going at it.
Looks like Skill Max has been overtaken by the Haas.
Oh yeah, for now. But the Aston Martin is quickly on the attack as the Red Bull overtakes of Acid, taking that position. Those two behind still going at it. How's your helicopter driving? Do you want to switch over? I'll switch over to you if you want. Iceflake?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Right. Let's have a look. Give you an alternate angle if I can actually find you in the lobby. Which I can. It takes me a minute to, sort all the settings and all. Where are you? Your name is literally Iceflake. There you are. We've gone straight past you. So quite high up here, but you
Alfa
can see
Romeo fighting with the Haas here, as we can see.
on
Skill
the
Max
inside.
literally watching this fight here.
Yeah,
Maybe
watching
he can
and
mix
admiring.
it up with the fight as well.
Yeah, they're still going at it, and now it's a four-way battle with the Red Bull as the Haas takes the overtake on the Alfa Romeo, and the Aston Martin will switch back to who will go straight back to that battle there actually. So we'll go to Spike, in fact, who is right in the middle of it. The Haas is still ahead for now. Still really close together. I mean, obviously you got to bear in mind these guys are going to make some aggressive moves. But at the same time, they want to be careful because this early on in the race.
There's the first person going into pit lane.
Oh, who was that?
Like, and that's MM is boxing now.
MM7 boxing with that early pit strategy there, alternate, and his old teammate Skillmax still going for Spike. He's not got it yet. He's right behind him though. Looks like these two are on similar tyres, but we could have some downforce distance here, or just better lines and a skill issue for Spike because Skillmax is right on his tail now. As we go through this downhill section, the Haas of Fancy goes, and Kurz is being used as well. Who we want to see? Can we see the leaderboard? Sure. So Tusi's currently P1, Fancy P2, Pancho P3.
That's Fancy through on Pancho.
Has he made the move? He has indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, he's passed for now.
Pancho wants to come back, but he doesn't make it.
Not yet, no. He's trying, and then further back as well, we've got the Alfa Romeo and Skillmax in the Aston Martin, still going at it. It won't stop. Do these guys not get tired? Out the tunnel we come now, and still, yeah. Oh, is that? We've got more pits. We've got several pits there. We've got Fancy and R7. The Hasses are on the same strategy here. So if we switch over to them, we'll see where they come out. Yeah, both in the pits together. Will they come out into traffic? Will they be on their own? So that's Fancy leaving ahead and R7 behind. Fancy's going to come out straight into contact there. We'll switch over to him now. Yeah, making a move on the Alfa Romeo with his Kurz. He's going to sit behind. And it's Haas sandwich for the Alpine there, which is an interesting one. For Max Aloni, some favourites for some of those drivers there. You seen anything else, or are we still pretty chill for now?
No, I'm still watching to find something, but it's peaceful for now on the track.
Yeah, I mean,
overtakes.
We'll take it because there can be a lot worse.
There's Ferrari Spooky battling Beanward. Oh, and there's contact!
Spooky, where is that? Hang on a second.
And MM is passed now.
Yeah, Spooky is not going well for at the moment as he falls further and further back in the McLaren. Spooky acting as a reserve this race for CEO of Sigma actually. So whilst it didn't end up well for the last McLaren at Rome, and it's not the same here. Well, it's the same here as well. P15 for him. Tusi's still with a P1. We're solid at the moment. We're fine. We've got some mean comments from Jimbo there. Come on, let's be nice. Go to Max Saloni again. People are addicted to him. We're still reasonably calm for now. We've got some more pitters. Razor Racer there. Max is completely on his own, as well as Tusi's. I'll switch over to you now, Iceflake.
Tusi's having a very, very big lead up to Pancho.
If you guys are now seeing, we're in the air and we're very high up. So this is pretty much the track layout. Where we're currently is Sector 1 at the moment, and then we head forwards towards Sector 2, following along the McLaren, the Ferrari there down below, on this high incline of twisting curves. We see a lot of crashes here,
really closing up to B, and he really wants to fight through here.
Yeah, he's getting aggressive, to say the least.
Oh, there he goes, and he's through.
Yeah, he makes the move.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact there, right?
Oh, yeah, right, I've changed the settings now. We're extra sunny. You can see everything as that glistening Ferrari of the beam ward. He tries to go side by side, does have to back out for now. So yeah, into Sector 2 here. We've got that long loop there, followed by the back straight here. And then another 2 fat loops here. It's an interesting drive to say the least. And is that Acid into P1? I've just been told Acid's in P1, and that is correct. Tusi's has pitted. Where's Tusi's gone?
Has pitted indeed.
He's just behind there at the back for now. So yeah, no, he's in the hairpin.
Acid not having a big lead actually, because he's still got to stop, but Tusi's has already, so he's already very close for doing that.
Yeah, we got a lot of action behind. We'll switch back to MM7 actually.
Alfie, don't forget to show the race order from time to time.
Yeah.
Because you kind of sprint through it in like half a second, and because I don't record my screen, I need to be able to see yours if we ever have a red flag or something.
Jay-Jak. No problem. Yeah, so on board with MM7 in the Audi here on the downhill using his curves similar to the Alfa Romeo. He catches up, pulls out of the Haas actually, side by side now. Let's see if we have any contact. We don't. The Audi plays it safe. He backs out for now.
Oh, that's Fancy slow on track. He's respawning.
Yeah, we got respawn. He's missed a checkpoint. That is Fancy missing a checkpoint and is now further back in Sector 2. It's gone sideways for the Haas. He's now in P13 and MM7's still going at it at his teammate of R7. It's getting aggressive and it's not going well for Haas at the moment as he goes wide, and MM starts to catch up even more. Wow. It's starting to heat up now. We've got just a long train at the moment going through that tunnel. And we've got more pitters. Max Coloni into the pits. I don't even think I'm saying that right. Max Coloni, I don't really know. But we've got MM7, goes for a sneaky little move on the outside there, but does have to back out for now onto that Haas. Further back is that Razor Racer fighting. We're going to see an overtake here, side by side through Sector 1 of the Audi. Yeah, just edging ahead for now. But I doubt R7 will be giving up into the second sector. Curse usage probably alternate. Yeah, Fancy, I'm afraid he's further back, down in P11. Finish the race, they're all begging. I know, it's unfortunate for him to say the least. After a P2 last race, it's gone sideways for him. It really has.
Well, there's a Fancy here we watched, and Spike is going into the hairpin, goes for an overtake, and which he does. He overtakes the Ferrari of B, but B comes back, and Vic goes down the inside on Fancy and goes through as well.
A double Ferrari move there on the back straight, as he now calls an Alfa Romeo sandwich. Fancy just behind using curves. He goes past 2, he goes past 3, side by side with the 3rd. He goes wide, he makes contact, he's crashed off the Ferrari. He's crashed off the Ferrari. Oh no, that's going to be a penalty. What a move that would have been, guys. What a move. Oh dear. Fancy, an amazing driver, but a sticky situation there. He had too much speed, and he does actually, get the move there, and he's past all of them now, and that's a Ferrari further back. But then they're still going at it. The action is continuous. We're not stopping with Spike, R7, Fancy, and Vic. And is that the Audi as well, or Razor Racer, or is that the Aston? I can't really tell. from a
It's
distance.
the Mercedes.
Mercedes, wrong guess completely. So Fancy now escaping off, no surprise, with his faster pace there. We'll switch back to Vic because he's still in the midst of it.
Oh, there's is Acid for P2 fighting Pancho, Skillmax, and Bruder and MM also close to him all.
Let's switch back, yeah, that's down
And
the
Pancho
back
now
straight.
overtakes Acid.
The teammates fighting it, yeah. Through the tunnel now, the two Red Bulls going for it. They need to be careful here because they don't want to slow each other down. They've got the double Aston behind. That is dangerous. Double Aston Martin. Not
Yeah,
what you
we've
need.
seen the dominance last season of Aston. So
Absolutely, yeah. Constructors champions. Red Bull have been contenders and did get P2. Actually, no, P3. McLaren stole at the end with Fancy carrying and me not so carrying. But the Red Bulls at the moment, similar pace-ish. And not too much happening for them. But as we say that, the Aston makes a move, which is quickly shut down by the second Red Bull. For now. But that's for now. Because they're still right here.
oh, that's Skillmax close to Acid.
Yeah, a slight bit of contact there. And we got
MM goes through.
a double overtake. We could have 3 wide here, and we do. We've got contact, the Red Bull off. There's no surprise. We almost had a side swipe into the Audi of MM. We've got lag contact there with the Aston. And it's changed very, very quickly here. We've got one Aston pass. We've got side by side. We've got a car disconnect. Flicky has disconnected. We'll need track yellow flags, I assume, Jay-Jak.
Where
As we
is
look
that
for that car, if you want to have a look around for that, we do have the Alfa Romeo disconnecting. They're still going at it. We don't have a safety car for now. On a track like Palomino, hopefully the car will have rolled off the track. It's a very open track, but we've got to make sure, unless it was a retirement actually. Was it a retirement? I think
No,
it
was
might.
a car failure.
Was it not?
It was car failure.
Ooh.
He retired.
Car failure, that is tough. Do we know where that car went off, or we just know it's off?
Uphill section.
Ah, right, so we'll drive past it soon enough. The Haas, oh, I'm getting a bit of lag there. Bear with. Should we switch further forward? I can't tell whether these guys are going to go for the attack here, because MM7 and Skillmax are still at it.
Bruder close onto, what is it, a Haas?
It's the Haas there, side by side they go through the second sector. There we see Flicky on the right, retiring there. Yeah, off the track. And we've got the Haas. Oh! We've got another disconnect!
We have another disconnect.
Max is disconnected.
Cloney.
What is happening? We've got another car failure, and that's a crash with the Red Bull. It's a huge crash. The spoiler off the Aston Martin. We had a distraction. That's a safety car. Safety car confirmed. We had a car disconnect, followed by an immediate crash with the Red Bull. My God, what happened there? Have we found that car or not?
I haven't seen it yet, but I know for sure Tusis will lose his big lead now, so that's really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. Apologies, it looks like we do have some stream lagging here. Yeah, we're still at 60 FPS, but lower quality. That should hopefully recover soon enough. But yeah, that is safety car back out. So we'll switch over to aerial view there. Iceflake, if you want to follow around the queue.
Your guys' video feed is very, very pixelated.
Oh, that's the car on track of Max Cloney.
Oh, yeah. You might have to
on
handle
track
that.
here.
Actually, do you need me to handle that? Tell them yellow flags in sector 1, Jay. I'm gonna go sort that out.
Bruder,
yeah, we got contact.
Skillmax hit it. Skillmax has hit.
Yeah, so I need to be careful. I'm gonna sneak through. Right, I need to knock this car off track. You need to warn them, Jay-Jak. There's me on track. I'm gonna get this car off the lobby. Is the car still on track? Has it been knocked off?
It's still on track. It's on the curb on the inside.
Eyes on it.
Yeah. Right, car is off track. Car is off track. Beautiful demonstration there. No problem. We're back to it. Spectating you again, Iceflake, as we do still have safety car. Is the stream fine yet? Are we still? It's looking okay. We could have better. So
now Steffi Sams can catch up. He has been at the back for a long time after the first safety car. Yeah. So this is a fortunate situation for him, of course.
Definitely, yes. So top 3 in the constructors all together: P1, 2P, P2, and P3. 2C's Skill Max and the Haas of R7 here, leading the front 3, and everyone else should be catching up now. But we do have some people quite far behind. Mr. Fish and Stevie, for example, whilst we did say they'd catch up, safety car might end before they get a chance to. So we'll have to see. Skillmax is so in the head, says Versatile. Skillmax is... Where is Skillmax?
Skillmax is driving into P2 at the moment.
P2, so I mean, you're saying he's slow in the head, but he's currently in P2 on that podium. And it's safe to say he's got good contention here. And it's no surprise this front here is a McLaren, the Aston, the Haas, and the Red Bull, and the Ferrari just behind. So most of Q form now. We'll switch over to this safety car perspective now as we go through. It'll be Skittles in the safety car, if I can find him. There he is. So leading ahead in this beautiful, beautiful car. And will it be a similar restart for Tuesdays, do you think? Or do you think we'll try something different?
I think it will be similar, but you never know. I mean, maybe Skillmax could be right on his tail, as can R7B, so it could be interesting again into turn 1. Maybe we will have some contact, but...
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to see, because Skillmax very aggressive. He's going to be right on his heel. But as we know, Tootsie's with the mouse steering. Obviously, his turning is insane, so it won't take long for him to escape. Jay-Jak, can we have a confirmation on safety car in? Or
yeah,
is
we've
that
got one last straggler that needs to queue up.
right.
And then
Yeah,
we'll be
no
good.
problem.
That's
Alright.
that must be
Stevie
Steffi Sams.
Poor Stevie, 2 races in a row to the back of the grid. We'll have to check on him afterwards, because yeah, it looks like it has gone sideways from there. For now, let's just admire this beautiful, beautiful sunset here in South Africa, as we have one more lap of safety car before safety car will most likely go in. Iceflake, if you want to take your heli back to the main grid.
Yes,
And,
I will.
Yeah, and we'll get an aerial perspective of all the drivers queued up now as we go into the last lap before safety car is in. Oh, we've got Mr. Fish as well. Is that Mr. Fish into the pits? It might, or is he
Yes,
coming around the corner
it
now?
is. Mr. Fish is in pit lane.
Ooh, right.
He
I'll
comes
switch-
right in front out of Steffi Sams there.
Yeah, so he's just ahead. It was a smart call there, a free pit stop. But whilst it is free, they've got a long way to go. These guys just need to catch up quickly now, as they are quite far behind the pack, who are very congested now, right next to each other. They get very aggressive, to say the least. Safety car is in this lap, confirmed by the FIA. If you want to get a little bit lower down Iceflake and follow them,
Yes,
and
I
if you
will.
want, we can go for an aerial restart if you want. So yeah, everyone at a similar pace now as Skittles, the safety car driver, does lead the pace, and the pack, a very experienced safety car driver, and unfortunately in Formula V he's had a lot of practice, especially with Palomino. But 2 safety cars, we've had worse, and we've also had better. People asking for contact, someone asking for crashes for Ferrari by the looks of it. So that is all the grid form now together. If yeah, we want to head towards the front of the grid now, safety car will start backing up Tootsie's here, and then he will escape into the pits right next to each other now. I'll run you through the order one last time. We've got Tootsie's, followed by Skillmax, followed by R7, Acid, Vic, Razor, MM7, Pancho, Fancy, Spike, Spooky, Brooder, Bean, Snipes, and Mr. Fishy, and Stevie at the back. Safety car is in. It's in the pits now. Tootsie's with a similar restart to before. We'll see. He gets a good exit there on the Aston Martin of Skillmax as we keep going now onto the main straight. We've got green flags. A very, very...
is on Acid there into turn 1. He tries to go
he's
down,
got
and
contact.
Acid gets touched.
Yeah, he
Ooh.
went for the send, and now we've got contact there, slowing down. Looks like he's trying to self-serve there, Vic, but he's causing some more chaos. We've got the McLaren of Spooky and that other Alfa Romeo further back there. I see another crash happening here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it happens.
there is indeed.
We're
There
fine
is
for
indeed
now.
a contact.
We're
Oh,
fine
there
for
are
now.
multiple cars off.
Wow, we're fine for now. Oh dear, we've got another safety car.
And that's Fancy to the back,
think-
to the back, and Vic is to the back.
Oh, that was... Damn. I thought we were going to get away fine. I think we could have got
Me
away
too.
without a safety car there, but obviously it was completely within the regs to call that. It should be a really quick safety car, and then we'll be back to it. Acid gets touched, says Zanny. Yes, he does, but not in that way. In the car instead. So we're back to safety car. The queue's all formed though. Are we doing safety car in this lap, or actually the safety car's not with them, so I don't think we'll be able to Oh no, safety car is in this lap. So
the
deja
safety
vu for you
car
guys.
is
Let's
in.
let's switch over to Bruder, for example. Bruder's right at the back. Maybe not Bruder. R7, is he at the back? R7's in the pits. Okay, we're missing all the action. Our Skill Max. He's currently P2 with 2Cs ahead.
2Cs a really, really good getaway here.
Yeah, no,
to
amazing. He has escaped immediately. Oh my god, I don't know what's happened there, but they've really got away. I'd say at least 5 seconds there and multiple turns.
Yeah, there must be.
We'll switch back to Razor, who's in the middle of that action now, with the Mercedes and the Red Bull and a few other cars for now. Actually, is that some side-by-sides further back? Do you have a good view of all this? Do you want me to switch over to you?
Oh, I have a good view at the moment from the top.
Yeah. I will switch back over to you. Right, yeah, as we go above into Sector 2, the front two, all nice and calm ahead, so we don't have to worry about them for now. It's P3 and P4 where it's at, as we've got the Red Bulls, the Alfa Romeo and the Mercedes going at it, Acid, Razor, Pancho and Spike. Bruder just behind. Spike goes side by side with Acid now on this back straight. Is he going to stick it? It looks like he will. He's not going to back out. He's going to take it.
Oh, that Spike takes Pancho there. That's really nice.
Straight. Oh, sorry, Pancho. Yeah, he gets straight past. What a move that was.
And now Pancho is under pressure from Bruder.
Yeah, we're through the tunnel, and who got ahead? Bruder is
still behind.
Still behind for now. We've got a car into the pits there. Is that Skill Max? No, it's Razor Racer. Razor Racer into the pits. He didn't go during safety car. That's an interesting one. I don't think we had damage for the driver there. But oh my god. Jay-Jak, can we have a check how many laps left? People are asking. Yeah, 1 lap safety car, more like half a lap safety car versus Town. It looked worse than it was, and we realised, you know what, we'll give you the racing. So yeah, if we could just have a confirmation on how many laps left. We're on lap 24 out of 34. 10 laps to go. So there's not much left in it now. As we carry on going, let's switch back over to Bruder now. And that's Fancy disconnecting! Fancy's disconnected! Let's try find that car. Oh my god, was that retirement?
At the back.
Right at the back. Another one, guys. What has happened this race? We're down to 15 drivers. Fancy's disconnected. We've got another car issue there. Compared to Rome, where we had 21 almost till the end, except I think 1 or 2, with B-More being the first. We're gone. We're done. Oh my lord.
I can't spot the car anywhere on track.
Yeah, I think.
So I think it's somewhere.
The car pulled off the side of the track on my screen, so it should be fine.
Oof, that is unfortunate. Haas are not a good race. Quantos will not be happy. R7 as well, down in P13. Even Stevy's in front of him. No offense, Stevie. We're currently watching Spike. Is there any action further back for us to switch over to Iceflake?
Yeah, we see here Spike, Bruder, and Pancho not really close together now.
The other Alfa Romeo by the looks of it. Let me. Oh wait, no, you're right. The Aston Martin further ahead on Spike, up in P4 and P4, 5 are right next to each other. We'll have Kurz down the back straight. They've got a decent gap for now. Stevie P12, everyone's very excited by that. Now down to P13 as no surprise. R7 does make that overtake with ease. Mr. Fish looks like he's leading the pack further back, so we'll switch over to him now. Yeah, in that Alpine, he's got, is that the Audi just behind it? Is they're starting to spread out a little bit. Vic right at the back on his own now after all that. I don't know what's happened with Mr. Fish's lines here. It looks like he was just trying to defend the best he could.
It's a really chaotic race because R7 is at the back, Fancy left.
Yeah,
all the top drivers are not in their position except for Tusis, who is now for 2 races straight only been at the front. So Tusi's really doing well here.
Hang on, no, you've jinxed him there. No, you've not. But he's in the pits. He's down to P6. Let's switch back over to him.
He's in the pit lane.
Skill Max is taking the lead. Skill Max is in the lead, guys. So that is McLaren there.
Oh, Bruder and Spike battling here on the uphill section. Bruder has gone through on Spike, but can Spike fight back?
Ooh, we've almost got some contact there on the uphill. We've got to see if there's a recovery there, some curse from Spike, but it's not enough for now. They've got to watch out though, because Tusi's the race leader with hell of a pace is going to be speeding straight back up. Looks like both McLarens next to each other, Spooky and Tusi's. but no doubt 2Cs will be given priority by the manager Apple, because he could go for this race win here. Predictions time, guys. We've got 7 or 8 laps left. Skillmax in the lead, followed by Acid, followed by Brooder. We've got 2Cs in P6. He needs to catch back up. Who's taking this podium? Who's it going to be? Let us know, because I'm interested to hear your thoughts. This could really go anywhere. As we've seen, we've already had a few safety cars, so things could really get switched up in an instance.
Skillmax with a big lead, so a big chance to get at least at the podium, unless he pits, of course, because then he drops behind 2Cs then.
Yeah, on board with Skillmax. Let's just have a lap on board with one very fast driver in Formula V. As he goes through Sector 1 here, just watch his lines, they're perfect. He's going to coast perfectly to get that curse. Doesn't hit the apex, unfortunately. It looks like his tyres are degrading, but he's still got that pace and he's got that gap. As he goes ahead for now. Got a bit of action further back there if we want to switch back over to that. Is that
Acid, Brooder, Spike, Pancho, and 2Cs here.
Looks like Acid has escaped for now. Yeah, Acid's escaped for now, but we'll have to see if it's for long, because 2Cs is going to be on it, and he is already on Pancho. He's on the attack. Let's see if will we have a dive bomb here into the hairpin. He sits behind for now. He's going to wait. We'll stick on board with 2Cs because I think we're going to see a lot of safety cars, overtakes here with his pace. I'd be interested to know what tyre compound this has gone here though. I'm going to assume with this many laps left, probably a medium, would you say?
I think
unless
if
he could
people are boxing now, I think they will go medium, or if they pit a little bit later, it will be soft.
Yeah, but no more hards now, except people going for those long double stints.
Acid's in a lead, so that's Skillmax into the pit lane.
It is. And 2C's actually making the move now side by side with Pancho and Spike. He gets past one Red Bull. He's now on the Alfa Romeo as we exit the hairpin. The Alfa Romeo not taking any chances, Kurz straight away to escape him. But there's only so much you can do, Alfa Romeo. Only so much you can do, Spike, because it won't last for long with this pace of the mouse driver himself, the McLaren. He's battling back for the lead because Acid's in the lead, and as I say that, his teammate overtaking. No, he doesn't. He goes slightly behind.
2C's really in form for this season, but can he manage it, hold on for the whole season? That's the biggest question, of course.
Yeah, you can tell Spike is really fighting for his life. He's using as much curse as possible, dumping it into the corners. Further ahead, it looks like Brooder's trying to make a move for the race.
That's Pancho trying on the inside of 2C's. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. Both losing out some time.
We're fine for now. I need to find Brooder real quick. Who is, in P2 right behind Acid.
They're fighting for the lead, actually.
They are, so 25 points here. A very important race early on. Anything could happen here. But
not many left, so drivers really are gonna take those dive bombs now. And there's 2C's going on Spike.
He is side by side. I'll try to switch over to him as soon as possible. He's straight back up to the top, and that's Brooder just behind as well. I'll switch back. He's had to back off for now. I think we'll stick with 2Cs now.
Beautiful fight for P1 and P3 here.
Yeah, it's that podium, man. That's all they're wanting, to make their managers happy. As Brooder goes for a switch ahead, as soon as I switch away, the action happens, and Brooder takes P1 if you saw that in the distance. Oh, he got contact! Brooder's hit! He keeps P2 for now, but he's got the drivers right behind him, P4
and now is Spike on his tail as Spike goes through.
As well as 2C's both ahead. That'll be a penalty there for Acid, as Brooder, from potentially winning this race, now has to fight back. He does take the position back from 2C's, but that is really not ideal, and it's going to give Acid the advantage of just escaping into open space there. Not usual from Acid, so maybe that could be some form of lag. But yeah, 2C's with Kurz again in that tunnel straight.
But 2C's really closing in the Alfa Romeo of Spike here. Into the last corner we go.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Spike has held on well, really well in fact. But will it last for long? It'll last for now. I'm asking for a lap check there as well. We've got 2C's just closing off the Aston Martin. He's also just behind the Alfa Romeo. And who's that joining the party? That is the other Red Bull and the Aston Martin now going side by side. 2C's playing a very smart game here. He's closing them off. I don't know if you can see that from the air there.
Yes, I can see it. It's beautiful
yeah.
from here.
And yeah, he's not doing anything illegal because he's still giving them space, but just barely any. And he's closing it just before they get there. Will he do it again? He can't because the curse on Brooder now goes past him.
Brooder. Is that Brooder?
Oh, it is Brooder. Almost gets contact with Spike. A little bit of tapping there.
Now 2C goes on the inside. I think Spike will dive bomb here into the hairpin, and yes, he does.
Side by side, will he get blocked off? He can keep going for now. A little bit of contact. He's side by side with Aston Martin. Uses his curse early to get away and make sure as he can keep that for this corner. It's really spicing up here, guys. We've got P2, P3, P4, and P5 right next to each other. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, Red Bull now closing in to try to secure some points. And I'll tell you who's nowhere to be found. Haas. From leading the constructors, they've had a shambles race. R7 and P7 now.
They will lose out on the championship here. They will probably gonna give it back to McLaren, as it looks like.
Definitely, and Skillmax make a move as well further back if we switch back over to him.
Fight on Skillmax. Really close fight there.
God, I can't find Skillmax for the life of me. Where is he? There he is.
2C's and Brooder also close to each other here.
That Aston's on the attack, both of them now. But as we say that, the Red Bull is attacking Skillmax, who has started to recover. And that is actually the Haas, who is starting to catch up. And Skillmax also making it past for now. Acid's keeping this lead for now. But the thing is, Iceflake, if you look at that gap, that doesn't look like 5 seconds worth to me.
Yeah.
We could see a penalty there, most definitely. So he could go all the way out of the podium here. He needs to push for his life. I wish we could see fastest lap. We'll see
if
that
Acid gets the 5-second penalty, he will drop down to like P7 or something. So that he will lose out very big points there.
Yeah. And we've only got, what, 3 or 2 laps left now? Jay-Jak, just let me know when we're on the last lap. And that's into the pits. I was about to mention it. Someone's going to have to pit, and it's going to be Brooder. It's all gone for him. That crash could have caused that, because, and R7 as well into the pits. Both of them, they've gone away from the podium, away from the points. And now it's left 2Cs to attack for the lead. Yeah, he is just behind there now. So we went from what looked like was going to be a 5-way battle for the biggest points. Pit strategy's ruined it.
2C's really is on acid here.
Yeah, definitely. He's on the attack here. 32, we're on lap 32.
There are 33 laps total.
33. Wait, so we're on the 33rd. No distractor. Right, so we should be next lap, last lap. 2C's is right behind him. It's going to go to the very end. The last lap here in South Africa. And who's taking it? They're right next to each other. The pace is similar. It's all going to come down to 2C's making a send. Does he get close enough to? Or is he going to have to leave it?
Skillmax is also quite close at the moment.
But I don't think he'll be close enough. He's just behind now. Yeah, 2C's through the final sector. Right behind him, 1 car length, half a car length, a quarter a car length. Let's see who's got the better exit here. Looks like it could be 2C's. It's not. He goes wide. He has to slow down. He's lost his time. He's having to curse. He catches back up, side by side, goes for the send into turn 1. He takes the lead, but he's got to defend for his life now. He's used all his curse.
Yeah.
Acid's right behind him.
And Acid will probably lose his podium here as well because of the penalties.
Yeah, with the penalty as well. It's not really worth his fight. He needs to make sure he doesn't crash out 2C's here. The McLaren could take the win. And Skillmax in P3, the Aston Martin with a good recovery there. And it looks like it should be confirmed. So Acid, yeah, is trying to go for that position again. But whilst he'll get P1 in the provisional, no doubt, unless it's lag, then Acid can keep his points. But if not, it could end very poorly, yeah. So right to the end, we're going to go the front 3 within 2 to 3 car lengths. 2C's. Oh, Acid catching up slightly. Did you say we're on the last lap, Jay? I'm just completely memory wiped.
Yes, this should be last lap.
Yeah, last lap. Yeah, so it's going to be right to the end. 2C's is going to have to be careful with his lines here. The Aston Martin, I don't see him catching up. I'll switch over to you, Iceflake, if you want to hover over the finish line.
I'm at the start-finish line now.
Perfect. So through the final corner now. After an amazing race, 2C's round the final corner, on the straight, uses his curse, and takes the win. No, he doesn't do. No, this is the last
we have
lap.
another lap.
I am sorry. Is there 34
No problem
laps?
at all.
How many laps are
Is
there total?
34. Yeah, not 33.
This is now
This
the
is
last
the
lap.
last
I'm
lap.
sorry, guys.
Oh, that's
actually funny.
No problem. Well, we'll stick to the heli view for now.
Oh, there's a battle here between Acid and Skillmax.
Yeah,
Can Skillmax
right
still
next to
get
each other.
through?
Skillmax with the raw pace here. It's going to come down to it in this final sector now. Everyone laughing. Stevie, for the people asking, is somewhere I can't even see.
He's
Where is he?
P14.
P14. Unfortunate. Yeah, not gonna win. Stevie out of the points. We're on the last lap. Everyone memeing over that, and that's the dive.
Skillmax on the insides.
He makes it past. Yeah.
Oh,
And
there's contact.
though. He recovers it. And he's gonna go straight back for it again. Tusi's pretty much, he's got to have the race win here. But P2, P3 in the provisionals, we're gonna have to see. Right behind through the tunnel, we might miss this here. Let's get towards the finish line. Tusi's gonna take the win, but will the Aston Martin take P2? He's right behind him. He's right next to him. There's some contact there. I don't think that Aston Martin realizes there could be a potential penalty.
But
unless there is a
Tusi's
skill max
wins
as well.
for McLaren.
He does. McLaren 2 wins back to back. Acid and Tusi's finishing up the podium with skill max, and Spike with a great P4, Pancho P5. It was pretty amazing all the way through, and that is your top 5 sorted. Coming across the line, Haas in P6. Talk us through the rest. I need a drink.
MM7 in P7, Bruder in P8, Snipes P9, Beans P10,
That is the points rounded up.
Buki P11 after a messy race, Vic P12.
Yeah, just out of the points, and it looks like everyone should finish, but
And
not an
Mr.
amazing
Fish
race.
takes Oh, Steffi Tam's doing a well right there.
Oh dear, what a shame. I mean, for the drivers at the back, Stevie, rest in peace.
Raptor taking P15.
It was all going so well for the Mercedes, but that is that. We're finished here. We'll have actual results posted later in the Discord, but for now I'll run you through the provisional. Tusi's in the McLaren takes P1, Acid after some great battling takes P2, but did have a crash. Could potentially be some points lost there. Skillmax rounds out the podium for Aston Martin. Could have been Bruder, but that pit and that crash really screwed it up for him. Alfa Romeo Spike settles for P4, but still very good. Pancho, the other Red Bull, P5. Fancy's disconnected, obviously, leaving R7 in P6, MM7 just behind in P7, and then Bruder P8 after that pit stop. So Bruder still gets points, but definitely not the result he will have wanted. Snipes P9, and the biggest news of all, Beanward takes P10. Beanward takes a point, the legend himself, which just cuts out the McLaren from the points of Spooky along with Vic after those huge crashes with the safety car. Oh my lord. Well, so that's a McLaren double win. What are your thoughts right now, Iceflake? What a race.
That's I expected Tusi's already to be at front, so I expected I predicted
the money
the win.
definitely on them. And for fastest lap, it looks like that will go to Haas R7, a consolidation point for him there. But yeah, that is pretty much that. We're all sorted. Take a look, admire. I am completely losing my voice here. I haven't stopped talking the entire time. We can do interviews, but we'll make them quick. I'm just trying to think of what we'll pull up here. Did anyone get a screenshot of that, Jay-Jak? If you got a screenshot, could you let me know when that's posted, and I'll put it on the screen. And then we'll get into interviews. So penalty submission. Yep. Scale Max as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome. That is everyone in. What a race for you guys. You're all with us in the stream. It went right to the end. We didn't know what was going to happen with the top 3. Tusi's, you take a second win here in South Africa. Talk us through it all, man.
Do I need to? Oh.
Just talk. Feel free.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Start of the race, I mean, immediately pulled it away. I thought they were in the hards because I counted that the average pace advantage of the medium was 0.7 seconds. That was I was literally pulling that every single lap. So I thought they were in the hards, but they were not.
Smart.
So
Yeah.
part of the reason you pulled such a big gap is I did a medium hard that race. I was really saving my tires at the start of the race because we had that 3-lap safety car. And I was like, when I did my math earlier, I was like, if we get more than 3 laps of safety car, I can medium hard this. So I did a pit stop, switched over to the hards, and then we had that second safety car that didn't last the whole lap, and I didn't close the gap all the way up to you, which got you like a 6-second lead on the second safety car. So when you came out of the pits with your third set of mediums, I just didn't have the gap.
Some controversy for you. We weren't actually watching it. We were just away. We saw a crash with you and the Aston Martin. Was that lag? Were you at fault there? What do you think happened?
So I gave Bruder the space up the inside. I knew he had the faster tires than me. I didn't want to cause an incident. I went way wide, and he didn't want to cause an incident either. So he went way wide, and neither of us took the racing line, and we like both bailed out and tried not to hit each other. And because we both bailed, we ended up actually running into each other instead of just letting one person take the line. It was like, you know, when you wait at the door for the other person to walk through and both people wait at the door and you run into each other?
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Oh, so do you think you've got any penalties there? Because that was a debate at the end. You were fighting for your life on that podium, and we didn't know if penalties would come into it because obviously some things we do miss.
I mean, I could see that being a lag warning, but I don't see that. I don't know if we're doing 3-second penalties on that. I don't know how that's going this season. Maybe, Skillmax and I had an incident as well. It was last lap. He saw an opening on the hairpin, right
yeah,
for the
we did
last
see
one,
that
and he went
contact.
for the dive bomb.
Yeah.
And he ended up pushing me off the road, and there was a little bit of lag on his end. He left me the space. And then as I came back onto the road, because of our lag bubble, it then clipped him, and I would call it a racing incident. Neither of us really gained or lost anything. We both finished.
We will see. We will see that FAA can decide. And the man himself as well, Skillmax for Aston Martin. P3, is that a good result for you, Skillmax, or did you want more?
I hoped for a P2 at the end, so I could overtake Acid, because I was on softs. I believe he was on hards. But it ended up not being so. But yeah, I'm happy for a P3. I hope I can represent Lucas half decent, the legend himself. But
you definitely did him proud there.
It's difficult to
live up to that.
Do what he did last season.
Absolutely, but that could be Tuesdays, or it could be you. It could be either of you guys. But Tuesdays with some amazing domination so far. Just quickly, what happened to your teammates, Skillmax? What happened to Bruder? Because he pitted right before the end. We thought he'd be fighting for the race win.
Yeah, exactly. So when the second safety car went in, he pitted on mediums, but then he realized he couldn't make it with the mediums. And then we were like, all right, you want to go into the pits now again? Or just leave it? And he said, yeah, no, I'm just going to leave it, race with the mediums and see what comes out. The reason why it wasn't even our plan to pit when the safety car was in. But because I didn't pit, he did pit because he had a rear damage.
Right, okay, yeah.
That's
hell of a race, a lot of different things there. Thank you everyone so much for joining us here at South Africa. Iceflake, it's been great hosting with you, and we definitely got to see some action. Make sure you guys join us next week for round 3, where I need to check where we'll actually be at. Any of you guys already know?
We are at Spa.
We're at Spa, right, okay. So that's going to be a very interesting one. Make sure you're here for that, because I don't know if you've seen the previous YouTube video, but the racing is insane at Spa. Make sure you're ready. For now, though, have a good evening, and we'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.